Hello everyone, welcome back on the channel. Today we are come back to you with a very new interesting video. This video is regarding that when you are a government officer and working in your official capacities, so what are the immunities or protections available to you under law? So there are certain government of India rulings under various act which provide you an immunity for your official work. So if somebody file a FIR or a criminal case, so there are some laws like Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. So these three acts are there, which is introduced in 2023, and there are many provisions. If you work in good faith and if you work as per the official rule and regulation, so you are having full immunity. So let us check what are those provisions, and we are beginning this video. This video is regarding a very interesting topic, that is what are the legal immunities available for government officers when they are working in their official positions. Many officers may be thinking whether whatever they are doing in their official capacity, so are some immunities available to them in case someone file a FIR or a criminal case in their personal name. So we have collected some information and compiled in this video. And I think after watching this video, you will have a clear understanding that what are the legal framework available for public servants in India, which protects them against FIR or criminal cases while they are discharging their official duties in good faith without any malafide. In India, in 2023, Government of India have introduced three new laws, and you can see those names. One is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. In short, you can say as BNS. Other is Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. In short, you can say BNSS. And the third is Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. In short, it is BSA. So it has replaced some of the old laws which were prevailing in India before the application of these new laws. So what were those? The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, it replaces the Indian Penal Code 8060. In short, it was IPC. And Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, it replaces the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, CRPC. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, it replaces the Indian Evidence Act 1872. And the purpose, you can see here, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, its purpose is to define crime and punishments. And as regards the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, it lays down procedures for investigations, arrest, trial and appeal. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam deal with the admissibility, relevance and rules of evidences in the courts. Next. As regard the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, what are the provisions or immunity available? Let's see. There is a section 119E in Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, and in this section you are having a immunity available as a government officer while discharging your official duties, because as per the provision of this section, the courts in India, they may presume that judicial and official act have been regularly performed. It means whatever official duty as a government officer you are performing as per rules, laws, and there is no malified intention. So court will presume that. Before this, under the Indian Evidence Act 1872, the section was there 114E. The same thing is provisioned in the new section 119E of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. So court assumes that as a government officer, you are doing the things as per rules and regulations and as per the law. So immunity is available to you as per this act and this section. Let us see what next. This is regarding the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. Who is protected? Judges, civil servant and public servant, either of central government or state government, those are protected. And when protected, when they are acting or purporting to act in official duty, and official duty always presumed that it is as per law. So while doing the official work, you are having a protection against criminal cases or FIRs in your personal name or other legal problems. Central and state government competent authority sanction is required in case somebody want to file FIR or criminal cases against a government servant related to his official work. Court cannot take cognizance of such cases without prior sanction. It is provision that whatever the court is there, so either High Court or Supreme Court or whatever court, lower court is there, so they will always ask the permission of competent authority from the department, and then they will decide whether the case is to file or not. Procedural protection from prosecution is available. If you are doing some malified, then you don't have any immunity. But if you are doing act as per the rules, regulation of your department, you are having a protection under good faith. Regarding the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023, this law replaces the Criminal Procedure Code 1973. Let us see what is here. There is a section 218 BNSS. What it is provision that when any person who is or was a public servant or judge is accused of any offense alleged to have been committed by him while acting or purporting to act in the discharge of his official duty, no court shall take cognizance of such offences without the previous sanction of what? The central government in case of persons employed in connection with the affairs of union, and the state government in case the person employed in connection with the state of affairs. In brief, you can say that when you are a central or state government employee, so the court will always ask the sanction or permission from your department before filing a case. They will see whether the act is under malified or under not malified, and if the act is genuine and there is no malified intention, no case will be filed. So you are having a protection under this act also and this section of BNSS. Just have a look. Regarding the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita BNS 2023, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, it does not contain any specific provision granting procedural protection like sanction requirement, but it is indirectly connected. It is indirectly connected related to protection of the government official. Let us see how. There is a section 52. Under section 52, it is mentioned that acts done in good faith without consent in emergency, not criminal, based upon old IPC section 92. Means when you are a government servant and you have taken a decision in public interest under the emergency condition like disaster relief, so it is not criminal if you have done the same thing in good faith. So the basic content is the good faith. If good faith is established, so indirectly you will have a protection from the BNS Act. General exceptions, chapter 4 is there in BNS. It includes protection of acts done under authority of law by mistake of fact in execution of duty. So you see by mistake of fact, but by Note mistake of law. There may be certain situation that whatever the facts available were you act on that. So in those situations, based upon those facts, you also have a protection. And in execution of duties with some limitations. So whatever act you have done under your duty, you are having a protection. So these general defenses may be available if an officer is prosecuted, but they do not prevent the filing of case. That that's where BNSS section 218 comes crucial. Have a look on this. There are some key concepts on government officials' legal protection under these laws. One is presumption of regularity. What it is? That the official act are performed regularly in good faith. So, if the act of officer is in good faith, no problem. Official acts, government officials are granted immunity to ensure public interest is maintained, protecting them during lawful performance of their duties. If there are no protection available to the government servant, so it will be very difficult to uh, work by them when they are dealing with the issues of public interest, because they will always have a fear. So without fear, if you want to get working from the government official, you have to provide some certain protections to them. Then the public services or the public interest can be maintained by their acts. So it is a provision here. Judicial support is also there. Presumptions favor regularity unless rebutted. So unless it is rebutted, you are having a protection. If you want to go on detail, just study the case of State of Odisha versus Ganesh Chandra Jeev 2004 8 SCC 40. Details will be available in this. So judicial support are also there in case of presumption favor regularity unless rebutted. So the government officer in a different way, while acting for good faith and discharging of official duty in public interest, they are having different type of protection from different courts also, from prosecution. Legal immunity serves the public interest by allowing government official to act without fear or unwarranted legal repercussions while still holding them accountable for misconduct. And regarding the law protects those who act in good faith, ensuring security of public servant to perform their duties effectively. So if somebody has done the act in good faith in public interest, no problem will be there. You will have protection under law. There are certain limitations in the protections to government officer. So what are those? One is good faith protections, other is misconduct limitation. Officer acting in good faith are always protected under the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and BNSS, as I told you in my earlier slide. But there are certain limitations. If any officer have done misconduct or act outside the official duty, it can lead to consequences undermining the trust in government institutions, and he may face the FIR or charge sheet or whatever criminal proceedings or prosecution issues are there. So he may face. So don't do misconduct while you are performing duty, and not to do misconduct, you should know what is the good conduct or what are the conduct tool. So always study the conduct tool of your department so that you can very well understand what are misconduct. For misconduct, there is no immunity available to the officers. Otherwise, while working in his official capacity, he is always having immunity under those sections which I told. So I think by seeing this presentation, you may have a clear idea that if you are a government officer and if you are working for your office and discharging official duties in public service in good faith as per the laws, there will not be any problem to you under the law. So don't be fear or don't get threatened by someone. So act in a fearless way. Also, you should to know what are the legal conduct rules in your department. So if you know conduct rule better, you will always know what is the misconduct. Under misconduct, you will not have this legal immunity. So I hope you get an idea about the protections or immunities available to a government servant while discharging his official duties. Thank you for watching this video.